Hey guys, welcome to BP the Bible Perspective. An interesting turn of events has happened. Remember back in doing the election cycle, you had Trump's lawyers Giuliani and Sidney Powell and others, along with Fox News, several hosts of Fox News, and then Newsmax, and then ONN. Remember, they of course pushed the narrative that the election was stolen. They said that the voting machines were corrupt, manipulated, votes were changed, thousands of votes were changed. That they accused one company, Dominion, but Dominion decided to sue Sidney Powell and Giuliani for about $1 billion. Now, in Miami, I'm sorry, not in Miami, but a voting, I'm gonna get the name here, Smartmatic, Smartmatic USA is suing Fox News. Now, they're suing Fox News and several of its hosts and Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell for $2.7 billion. Now, this is kind of interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. Now that they're suing them, I hope they go through with it, and I hope they drag him in court, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember, Giuliani and I don't know why they thought they can do this, because, by the way, all these people are lawyers. And why do you think you just couldn't say something? And even back then, Dominion them finally said, look, we're going to start suing some people if y'all don't shut up lying about us. Because they were just outright lying. But they were, and ultimately these lies is what led to the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol. In other words, people went to Washington, D.C., Christians alike, off of a lie over something that was never going to happen. In other words, they didn't go to, remember, you go back, let me divert for a minute. Remember when Trump was first elected, and a week after his inaugural, they had the largest women's march ever, all over the world. That baffled me so much because I'm thinking, why are people in Germany protesting Trump, right? It was bizarre. Okay, but that was a protest against Trump. This protest, January 6th, was based on a lie that people went because they thought the election was going to be changed and that Trump was going to be installed as president. That was a lie. So all along, Trump and his lawyers have been feeding people lies. Well, now they're going to have to account for these lies. Or at least I hope they do. Smartmatic had decided to say, well, let me back up for a moment now. Back during around December-ish, you start seeing the networks back away from really just outright lying. Saying, we're going to back away from saying that the Dominion voting machines were corrupted and changed and people used Dominion voting machines to steal the election. They backed away from that. Newsmax somewhat, but kind of interesting on a sidebar note when you saw the My Pillow guy on Newsmax started going into his rant about the lie, and immediately they shut him down. Now, here's why. Dominion finally said, we're going to start suing some people if y'all don't stop lying. That's why they backed away. Now, it's also amazing and interesting to note that they waited until after the inauguration. No pardons. I don't know if that had any part to play with it. But here is another interesting thing. Now, remember, Trump and team lawyers went to court 60 times with their bogus claims, and they were all shut down. In other words, the court said you don't have a case. That's why we know it was a lie. Trump lawyers themselves had to also confess in court that we're not bringing a fraud case, to which the courts basically was saying, then what the heck are we doing here? Well, now they're going to have no choice but to now say, put up or shut up. Bring your evidence on now, because they're being sued. And now you're going to have to say, and I would think that this would be great because now they get a chance to present their case, right? As Sidney Powell says, they get to release the kraken. It's not going to go bad. It's not going to go well for them. But I hope these companies do, because to show they were lying all along, that to show them they never had a case. Never had a case. And here's the sad thing, that even if they go through the courts and they're found liable, his followers are still going to say he still won. And that's the sad news. Look, that's my perspective. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comments section. All comments are welcome. Till next time, I'll see you then.